review page.
Doing good, doing good. Let's see, where's comments now, just in case anybody were to pop in. So anyway, let me pull up Adobe Premiere
Can you turn your
on
volume up a little bit?
on my mic.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
Hey, Annie Roller, thank you for being here.
Who's here? Who's here? Annie. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Leslie is here. Merry Christmas, Leslie. Leslie in the house. Testing one, two.
How
Testing.
you doing?
That's not peaking, is it? Is it crackly or? That's good. Good to see you guys. So anyway, this was I just recently figured out how to get the sound. Man, my mic is slowly dipping. The sound from Adobe Premiere to come through StreamYard. So that's what this is all about. Merry Christmas, Annie. Merry Christmas, Leslie.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas, 12 gauge. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Right.
So, okay, let me go full screen with Adobe Premiere. So this is one of the first things I just want to test to make sure that the sound is coming through. But this was one of the first things that I thought was kind of cool because I'd only ever done difference mode with nighttime footage. So this is difference mode with daytime footage. And so basically the way this works is that, okay, so there's a reference frame. Here's where the reference frame starts. It's coming up here. Okay, so this is where a new reference frame starts. So the reference frame, it's basically a still frame taken from that moment right there. So this is at 6:52:24. Actually, let me try this too. I can do this. So the reference frame, still frame of 6:52:24, just because there's nothing happening in the image. That's what I was looking for. And then I superimpose that over the live, not live, but the footage playing at the same time. So it's two things that you're seeing: a still picture from this point in time, overlaid with the moving image, and then set to difference mode. So if there's nothing different between the still image and the video playing, it's going to look just dark like this. And this isn't full 100% mix with difference mode. That's why you can actually still see some of the image. I decided, what did I set this at? I think I set the difference mode to, wait, which one is it? This one, 80%. See, it's over here, 80%. So, okay, let me go to where that frame starts. Anyway, so right now nothing's happening, so there's not really any difference. Let me just slowly come forward a little bit to where the first thing that I noticed after this reference frame was taken. Just kind of cool. And doing it in this mode, I think it helps you to notice things that you might have missed. Like, see the light in the window of the house directly across? So I'm just going to play from this point. 6:57:25 is where this is. Now, some people might look at this and say, oh, there's a light on in the house. But if you keep watching, and you listen too with your ears, you hear a vehicle. Here, let me go full frame with the picture.
What the hell is that?
So far, very uneventful. Hold on. I think you should see it in a second. You should see that there's a car coming down Queen. I wonder too, tell me if this quality, right now it's stretching the image to fit the screen. If I set this to 100%, That should be the highest quality without, expanding, but for now, I'll
The other
keep it unfit. Does it look a little sharper?
better.
So I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was rather cool. Difference mode allows you to see only what's different, from that reference frame. Now I've got the audio.
Cool.
I was messing with the audio too to try and use a compressor to crank it up. Basically, what you do is you take the low sounds and you crank them up. When in essence you're cranking the whole thing up, and then you use a compressor to bring down the higher volumes down. So the low volumes come up, the high volumes go down, and you compress it into like a more manageable range, allowing you to hear soft sounds and loud sounds. Now here's something that happens around. Oh, okay. This looks like this is where the next clip starts at 7 a.m. So it looks like something going on around the license plates of those cars there. I'm not sure what that. There's something different about that clip. Let's go see if what else happens motion-wise after this point. So we're at 7 a.m., 7:01. There's some light that's hitting the vehicles. Put this on 100%. You just drag it till we get some real good motion of something. You can see as I scroll past, you can kind of see cloud moving, cloud reflections in the windshields of the vehicles in the driveway. You see the sun is changing. I think sky's getting brighter as the day begins. Let's see.
So those peaks.
Oh, here we go. Here's somebody walking. What was that?
Those peaks in the sound.
Yeah, these are peaks in the audio down here. We can go check them out and see what they are. Probably vehicles. But it looks like somebody walking here at 7. Here we go, 7:14:46. So again, it's really kind of a simple concept. It's comparing a still picture of this scene to moving, overlay them, set it to difference, and you see what's different. You see the difference. And then, of course, I keep the clock is just cropped out so that you can still see it. Because if you don't do that, then the difference mode messes up the clock. You can't tell what time things are happening at. All right, so that was a person walking.
You want to show the video?
Which video is that?
We're not able to see what you're describing.
Oh, what do you mean with the clock, regarding the clock?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically what I've done, this is the bottom layer here. I should have made them different colors. If I hide the top 2 layers, that's just the raw video on the bottom layer here. And then the top layer is the same exact video, but with the cropped clock. Okay, so the top layer is really doing nothing but showing the clock clearly. If we go without the clock, we have the bottom layer, and then we have the same layer again on on V3 here, if you can see the V3. I turn that layer on, that's set to difference mode. So now this is just the actual video with the still, I'm sorry, V3 is the still image set to difference mode. But you can see without that layer I put on the very top, the clock is kind of useless for trying to figure out what time things have happened. Because you can see the only thing that's different from the original frame I started with are the numbers that have changed since that time, and the seconds ticking off. So basically, I put the clock cropped on there so that you can see that. We can go check out what this peak is right here. So it sounds like a vehicle starting. Let's see what this little peak is right here. Car door. Assume car door. And again, I'm not very familiar with the footage at this point, so I don't know what's about to happen, where the good stuff is yet. I've just been messing around with, setting this up with difference mode. So I wonder if this car that we just heard start, if we eventually see it. I'm going to scroll forward slowly. And I apologize if anybody's asking any questions in the chat. I can't see the chat right now.
No, that's cool.
That's cool. Don't see any vehicle. Maybe coming up here. Here's a peak coming up. Oh, I see a light. Looks like a PT Cruiser.
Can you rewind that?
Yeah.
Make the screen bigger.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can see the vehicle.
See, this is why I don't do drugs, because I can see things like this already. I'm like, wow, man, check it out. So let's see if he goes up Walenta. Or did he go Taylor? Must have taken Taylor. But let's check it out a little further. Oh, here's something. Backing up, backing up. Let's see if he keeps going to the parking lot in front of the Linda Lane camera. We should see his taillights in the reflection of that third-story window. Maybe he turned right in between the 1122 house. Yeah, I can't see that. Okay, I'm gonna scroll forward a little bit.
Merry Christmas to everyone in the chat.
Okay, here's the guy returning from his walk, I guess.
That is cool.
Looks like he's got a hat on or something. Let me back up. Get a That's all we need to do to get a sense of what's really going on here. Is just that. It's like now if I zoom, I'm zooming in like on the pumpkins right now. You don't see that, do you? It's just doing it on my screen, I bet.
No.
No. Okay. So in order to do that, I think I have to go like this. Oh,
Okay, no. Okay.
Set it to 800. Sorry, let me center it up. It's weird. It allows me to zoom in, but not pan really. Wait, there's got to be a way to pan while I'm doing that. See, it allows me to point. I can set my mouse and then just sliding up and down and do it. Zoom in straight in. Or I can use these sliders, I bet. Where's the... Let's go back to fit. All right, anyway, let's go back to looking at it this way. I'm scrolling forward just to see nothing happening. This is also a good way, I think, to tell. It's like, okay, how long does like nothing really happen? And it appears that really nothing is changing at all as I'm scrolling through here. I'm seeing some maybe cloud reflections in the truck. Still scrolling slowly. Slide it forward.
Scooter check.
Scooter Chick is here.
Yeah.
Scooter, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, here's a car on Walenta. Oh, let's go back. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, who can name this sound effect for my phone ringer? Okay, let me mute for a second. You know who this is going to be on the phone.
We sure do.
Hold on.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. And did everyone buns? Everyone is doing well. I'm using these headphones. I'm not used to them.
Okay, I'm back. I do have to go though. We're gonna go out and get some dinner. But everybody, this microphone. Everybody could hear the video okay. Picture looks okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Scooter, what is going
Maybe we can do this later on.
Yeah. Might be able to. See if I can get permission from from the wife. But thanks everybody for stopping by. One of the things I wanted to look at too, or listen to really, that 217, is it 217 or 227? The audio where everybody's calling it a scream. 227. The because I wanted to show you what I did to kind of make sure that I understood how the audio compressor in this program works. So I basically took and I created a well, I'll show you that later. But it's basically a test tone here's a little what it sounds like. And so this test tone is, if you look at the far right, you can see the audio level goes up at a gradual, at a calculated amount. See how it's hitting every number basically. So it's every 3 decibels. Although this has a compressor applied. Anyway, long story short is that I just wanted to make sure I was understanding the compressor and what it was doing with this. So I created a track where I knew that the tone. Hold on, if I turn off the compressor or bypass it temporarily. Okay, just turn that off. So you can see it's 51, 48, 45, 42. Can you see that 12 where it's hitting each over here on the far right?
Yeah.
Until it's deafening, I know. So anyway, so then when I apply the compressor and I've got it set. Wait, come on, where's the settings? Oh, edit.
Like a hearing test.
Do you see this little tiny window? No, it doesn't show up there. Well, anyway, I've got this set so that around -30, it starts to react to anything that goes higher in volume than -30, and it compresses it down. So I'm basically cranking up the volume of the really quiet stuff and then pushing back down the high stuff. Because if you crank up everything, then of course the really high stuff is just going to get blown off the charts, So anyway, that's the idea. So when it comes to that 227 audio, I really want to look at it and just see if I can.
You have a quick question.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Leslie says she just wants to know if the scream is in there, or was it real?
I don't see any indicators that say this was edited. This stuff was added to it. Is it impossible? No, but there's no indicators, and I don't know that it would be worth the risk of messing with this footage in that manner, to be honest with you. So, if there's something you guys hear that's like, oh man, that sounds like an edit, or that sounds like somebody was saying the dog barking sounded like it was looped and repeated. I looked at the the sound. You saw it in the other video. It was these peaks and wait, where is it? Come on, we're just looking at it. I'm losing my mind here. Hold on. What the heck video was it? Oh, it's plunder clips in difference mode, right? No, that's not it. Anyway, you can tell I need to go, and I'm what the heck? We were just looking at the dang video.
Okay, maybe we can do later on.
Yeah. But anyway, I really think that I think the key to understanding what is going on at 227 has to do with the if we can figure out what that guy is singing just before the scream, I think it might make it a little more clear to understand. Because you can hear the guy singing something like, what was it I texted you? I guess it's like, I don't remember. It was something like, if I can almost hear it. But somebody must know what that song is. And here's the thing. We aren't law enforcement, unfortunately, and which I'm sure law enforcement, if they found that scream of interest, all they have to do is walk over there and talk to those people. Hey, listen to this. What is going on here? Oh, that's Joe. He was singing, this song. And then, what's her name? She loves to react to singers like it's back in the Beatles days, it's like, it's like either that or, there's some other explanation for it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to go out and say that's a scream, that's somebody being killed until I know that for sure. Now, seems like we would want to know things for sure, right? That's the way I think. You would think so. It could be. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but I'm leaning towards it's probably not. And I'm leaning towards it sounds like in close proximity to the camera, so most likely it's inside that little house that the camera's attached to. and most likely it's a party. And the fact that it gets loud and then it stops all of a sudden, I mean, could that be just people are being a little aware of the noise? Maybe there's other people that are in that house trying to sleep as well. I don't know. I mean, I've seen video of a woman being attacked from a friend's security camera on his house, and it kept going. She was like, "Hey, get off me! Help! Help! Somebody help me! Somebody call the police! Somebody call police!" It just kept on going and going and going, So something to happen that quickly. Now that the same logic though I apply to what I hear at 417 on the light bulb camera. It sounds like a thud and it sounds like maybe a little whimper, and then it ends quickly. So I'm not saying that because it's quick doesn't mean it's a murder, but I'm more convinced by the 417 sound and all the activity of that suspicious Elantra around that time. I mean, 417, you hear that just before 421, he's speeding away, and really speeding away. Especially if you compare it to the times he crept up and down Walenta like a turtle, keeping an eye clearly. Right. We watched that on your live on your channel. Clearly, he's watching Molly, waiting for her to leave. And then once she's gone, he's in there trying to find a parking space, maybe in the front, doing the U-turn. Clearly, it's like, it's on. He's like probably thinking, I got to do this before somebody else, like another Molly, comes along and is a potential witness, so. But anyway, yeah, I do need to go. We're going to go get I think we're going to go probably get some Thai food and play some cards. That's what we always do. So thanks, 12, for being here, for helping me with this test. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Scooter.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, let's do this again real soon. All right. See you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.